I know it is, bro, but we need no more eggs, man. Oh, fuck it, bro. I'm doing it, man. It's calm. Cause we need no more. Where is it? Where is it? Let me index it. Let me index it, man. Yes, yes. Yeah, you don't see it, bro. Oi. Kinda missing the. Who the fuck's phone? Wait, someone's phoning me, man. Usman, bro. Usman. Your Ami just called me, so now I'm going to your yard, bro. I'll be back in like 20 minutes. I'm coming to your yard right now, man. Your Ami just called me. Your Ami just called me, so I have to go for like 10 minutes now, man. Yeah, I'm coming now, bro. I'll come to yours right now, bro. Watch. Oi, Simone, bro. What's mine? What's mine? How's it on me doing, bro? How's it done up dirty, bro? How's it on me doing? What's mine, mate? How's it on me? What's on? Oi, Zerk. Zerk. What's mine? How's it on me doing, bro? Oi, what's mine? Oi, what's mine? Nah, I did it up here on me first, though. Where's your drink on?
You drink it.
No.
So we'll lie.
That's my don't have it. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi. What, man? I'm doing up on me right now, bro. Yes, I am, bro. Where's the drink going? Did it taste myself? Because that shit is so fucking tangy, bro. How much you put in there?
Did you drink some?
Yes.
So well, I didn't have it.
I'll be mate. Have it on me. How much John? Here we go, the glass.
I like you to love you fucking.
Yeah, it's cool, bro. Canadian. Gal. Oh, Canadian, mate. Blah 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 blah. Osman.
Of June 11, 2021,
Osman.
London captured
What the fuck you want, man? I'm doing up your meat.
suitcase.
I'm doing up your me right now. You want to talk to
Hang on, man.
her? No, you're not allowed to. I'm doing it up right now.
Oh, suck your mum.
2025.
Osman, silly boy. See, you hear her, bro. She's just called you a silly boy, man. You see, even on me don't rate you, man.
The net account on Reddit looks very ordinary at first glance.
I just want to say, wallahi, on me rate you.
Were about collecting virtual pets like
You say, well, I
comics,
see
for a
you.
while.
You're on me, right?
Cup war game.
That's what I say, wallahi, on me rate you.
Interested in painting
You're on me, don't rate, because you fucking get 40 Windows phones every day.
Say, wallahi, on me don't rate you, though.
2020, he shared another one of his minifigures on the Warhammer subreddit.
Yes.
But this one was a bit
One more
different.
thing, I posted that banana video on TikTok.
My girlfriend's 9-year-old daughter planned and painted this scheme with a bit of
Let's have
help
a
from me
banana
on their
video,
limited
breaking your leg.
She is very proud, and it looks pretty dark at it. This post didn't receive much attention, but
Banana video,
the few replies it did receive were very positive. Your
I'm
girlfriend
going to break your leg.
any pro painter I've ever seen on eBay. Great work,
I'm
and
going
she's
to break.
that's definitely a lot better than some stuff I see from adults. But more recent comments had a much different. Have a horrible time in jail. She would have been an amazing artist. She could have grown up to be such an amazing artist if she wanted to. I'm sorry, Maddie. 26th of August, 2018. The gaming bar. Good luck, have fun.
Osman, I saw you today at the gay bar in town, bro.
4chan's paranormal board made a post talking about a tunnel they just discovered under
That's what it is.
We found this
What did you say?
I saw you and your dad in the gay bar in town, bro.
We have enough extension cords and light.
The gay bar, bro.
What do we do, X?
I saw you and your dad there, man. What are you and your dad in the gay bar?
The original thread has since been lost to time, and none of the surviving.
No, my army don't go gay to the gay bars, man. Only you lot do. Shit, wallahi, I didn't mean to.
Nah, man. I saw you and I saw your dad and Ramon there, though.
You motherfucker, what do I have to do with this?
Oh shit, you're awake.
What's one? He said, watch when I see you and your dad at the gay bar again.
Fuck off in it. There's no such thing as a gay bar, bro. Fuck off in it.
Wallahi, there is. Fat pig.
You probably go there, man.
Yeah, I know. You got a problem.
That's one know about it. Of course he goes there.
What do you know about it, you dick?
Because I'm active like that, bro.
No, you're not.
Because I call you and your brother, man. That's how I know.
Big
How do you
business.
know
There's an
they're
idea
there?
known as golden
That's what
handcuffs.
we'll think.
Companies will give their high-value
So me and who?
employees lavish incentives to make sure they don't leave. Stock
How do you know they're
options,
So me and who there, Boston?
ways to chain talent.
Can't get
But
lapped
what
on
if
the
instead
phone.
of working at any high-value
My
company,
mother
your
was
job is
hired.
making TikToks?
Oh.
And instead of vacations to Bermuda in a new Benz, the thing making you stay was millions of people watching you destroy your life on a daily basis. This
What
person
the fuck are you watching, you sad bastard?
for the first time.
But this TikToker's name is
You're a fucking snake, come on, bro. You're a fucking snake, you fat pig. Why are you snaking me out for, bro?
Nova Online is a
You
man
fat
who has
pig.
been repeatedly exposed for his inappropriate
No,
interactions
Ramon
with
just. Alright,
underage
Ramon. I don't want to be a
and yet
snitch.
continues
Oh,
to
Small said you
document
snaked me
every
out.
step of his life online. From his hoarding to
Musa,
his
bro. Why you be doing this
years
to me, man?
bodily fluids, his food reviews, and
That's
his
what Small
most
said.
recent dive into creating adult
Say what lie you
content.
did?
He's a busy guy.
What did you say to Musa, though?
He did, in fact, keep using Discord. And
He
it
didn't
went
say
about
anything,
as well as
so
you can
don't
imagine.
worry.
A total disaster.
Don't
It's clear that at this
worry,
point,
bro.
Gabriel yearns for
Small,
the
why are you
attention,
lying
no
to me,
matter
man?
what form
I'll
it
kill you
comes
for
in.
that.
Chains from which he
Sorry,
will
my
never
son, why
free
you want me
himself.
lying to me
We've
for?
got a lot to talk about.
Oh, where's your killie at? I'll kill you for that.
Nova began his
Say
content
wallah, he
creation
won't kill
on
you.
YouTube, posting Let's Plays of games like Minecraft, Brawlhalla, and Fortnite.
What the fuck?
Magic Wizard with the 5th video ever recorded so far today.
As
That's
dedicated
what
as
I
he
fucking
was, this channel was
know.
lost in the sea of other Let's Players trying to do the same thing. So
Come
he
on,
switched
man.
platforms from YouTube to TikTok
but
and
come
swapped
on.
his format from video games to fast food.
Trying Wingstop for the first time. Temptation seafood fries. Okay. Mildly spicy, but nothing that I can't bear. These are actually pretty decent. 8 out of 10.
This video got millions of views, changing Nova's life forever. An ironic fan base formed around him, eager to see what he would review next.
Try Ultra Sunrise Monster Energy. And if you're wondering why I'm not at home, search for that.
Unfortunately for him, within a matter of just a few months, he was exposed for having an interest in diapers. This is obviously pretty strange, but in and of itself, it's not technically a crime. What might be is him sharing these strange interests with who he believed to be a 14-year-old girl. Following this incident, he was subject
What
to
a
being
bang, man, bro. He's
incessantly
more gay than
exposed
a
for his
smart.
strange behavior, and chronically bothered by trolls, to the point where his life became a bizarro version of the
The
Truman
fuck
Show.
up?
I don't know if you can tell, but
Oh, bro, you got me my guy, man. I can't.
His
Oh, but
house
he's
is
sucky,
essentially a hoarder's nightmare. He documented himself attempting to clean it, before promptly giving up when he realized it would take at least a little bit of effort.
y'all know
That's
me as the
E-boy.
review guy,
That's
the
E-boy.
karaoke guy,
That's
the guy
E-boy.
that tried to do a house cleaning saga, but
What? Should I kill you
we
for
all
that?
know him as now cleaning his room at his own pace.
He also continued doing fast food reviews,
What?
only
Should I
to
kill you
reveal
for that?
the effects of a pure slop diet on his bowel movements.
Hey y'all, so
What? Should I kill you for that?
not going to the Wendy's that I normally go to.
After a series of failed Discord servers, he attempted to create a new one in May of 2025, trying to bring his fan base together at long last. This server featured several
Oh,
channels
holy
containing
shit.
not safe for work content,
Hey,
but Nova and his mod team failed to have a proper age verification system in place, reportedly allowing minors to
What
be
the
exposed
fuck?
to some bad stuff.
The server
Does
was
fuck
clearly
shit,
have to
bro.
be above 18, but you gave a child moderator for singing in voice chat.
Does fuck
He
shit,
also used this server to beg his
the
fans for
fuck
money,
shit.
despite spending hundreds of dollars a month on useless trinkets and expensive DoorDash orders. And of course, he made sure to share
Lord
with
paper
everyone
set about
that his
Lord
diaper
paper
was,
set
in
Lord
fact,
paper set
once
Lord
again.
paper set Lord paper set Lord paper set Lord paper set.
Within a few hours, the entire
The
server was
next skill here
hacked.
is
Nova was on a live stream when it initially went down, having a
medium
total
skill set.
meltdown over the loss of his
And I get a
Discord
medium skill set
community.
bottle.
But then, something strange happened. While this meltdown seemed pretty sincere, given it was the actual moment that he found out about the server being destroyed, he then made a TikTok about it.
I'm never being on another Discord server again. This is another
To be clear, it's not weird that he made a TikTok. That is what he does. What is weird is that to me, this seems like acting. We know his real meltdown happened on the stream, but for it to happen again, and to be so perfectly timed, he knew what he was doing. These meltdowns get him clicks online where people comment to make fun of him, boosting it in the algorithm. And to his credit, it worked. The video got 15 million views, and once again made him the subject of commentary channels that hate him. Nova had officially achieved self-awareness of his status as an internet punching bag, even playing into it as his only means of any online relevance. This is where I last left off with him, trying to recapture whatever semblance of relevance he once had by recreating his hits.
I think it's time to recreate one of my most viral moments. Can I get a French onion soup, please?
So what's happened since then? Well, to say the least, his past has once again come back to haunt him. First, one of his former classmates named Casey came forward to share her experience with Nova dating all the way back to middle school. Over a 4-minute video on TikTok, she explains that he was a choir kid, but he wasn't accepted into the school's choir, so he made his own. What that apparently meant in practice was that he invited a bunch of girls over and told them that one of the requirements for his choir was for them to be comfortable with using exercise machines for music videos. I genuinely can't think of any reasonable explanation for this requirement, so I think we have to assume that Nova's gooning goes all the way back to then. The girl in the video eventually found herself in the situation of having to perform a couple of songs alongside Nova, but she decided she would rather not show up at all, which made him very upset, at least according to her. Later on, Casey claims that Nova asked multiple girls to go up to the class, and once
Well,
they
you
did
fat
what he asked,
fucking
he
pig.
performed Love Me Like You Do by
Why do you have to be so rude, man?
girls a Magic Mike style
Because I don't rate you and your me, man.
It is official. Worked up white boys
What
are
did my army do to you, man?
busted down sexual style. Any hitting of the yoinky schwoinky will be met with severe unforeseen consequences. That song is still fire, though. You can't even deny it. Of course, when she noticed the direction things were heading, the teacher stepped in and intervened, preventing Nova from permanently traumatizing a group of middle school girls. Besides this incident, Casey claims that pretty much every single girl that went to school with him was equally uncomfortable around him due to how touchy he was. And she closes the video off by sharing a video of one of their choir performances. As you can see here, Nova is the one in the red shirt, and his unique physique is pretty recognizable despite him being much younger. Now, as much as I'm sure everyone is tempted to believe every aspect of this story, there are a few things to note. Firstly, this story supposedly takes place in middle school, so I wouldn't take it too seriously. We don't know how truthful Casey is being. I'm not accusing him of lying, I'm just saying, remember to take everything that isn't confirmed in these stories with a big grain of salt. Besides this hit of his, there was also a former friend of Nova's who was in contact with him since mid-2023, who was interviewed by two of Nova's main detractors named Solidus Nova and Bloodspeff. In this interview, she describes reaching out to him out of pity. She saw how much hate he was getting on TikTok and was hoping that by striking up a friendship, she could ease his sorrows. But over time, she came to the realization that he wasn't just hated for being cringy, but instead for allegations of predatory behavior. Over several screenshots of their Discord conversations, Nova can be seen talking about his general downtrodden state of mind. What's up? My brother is mad at me. Why? I just need time for myself. It isn't your fault, it's mine for being a loser. In another one of these conversations, Nova answers a simple, "Hey, it's been a long time," with, "I'm depressed as hell right now." When asked about what was wrong, he says everything, before stating he has been prescribed antidepressants and has had multiple self-deletion attempts. His reasoning for these feelings is that he's been, quote, backstabbed, mistreated, and played with. Now, if he's truly having these very dark feelings in a very serious manner, then that isn't something to be played with. With that being said, based on the messages, the majority of his problems relate to his time spent online. A practical solution for someone like him would be to stop making videos and get a job. Both things that he is technically capable of doing. But as this video will make clear, his online infamy is somewhat of an addiction for him, and he thinks that the next hit is always just around the corner. From how often he brings it up in conversations, it seems like he's using the suggestion he
You fat pig on the server.
sympathy.
Shut your
Down to the
fucking
way
mouth,
he
man.
trails off every sentence with a ... like he's typing out a fan fiction.
Oi, bastard.
I don't want to make light of serious mental health issues here, but the
Join the
last
bloody...
message he sends after talking about this is, "Not even the Trevor Project wants to talk to me." If you're unaware, the Trevor Project is the mental health hotline for LGBTQ people. As far as I know, he's not really LGBTQ, so I have no idea why he mentioned this hotline in specific. I don't even know if you can be banned or have your phone number blacklisted by the Trevor Project, but if that is true, you gotta wonder what he did to warrant that treatment. According to this former friend of his, he only ever initiated a conversation to engage in more self-pity and complain about his life, and had basically no personality besides that and his online persona. He never ever showed signs of taking steps to improve his life. What makes all of this worse is that Nova was explaining all of this to a girl who was still technically underage when they were talking. She claims that shortly after discovering him on Twitch playing Fortnite, she was invited into a call with him and one of his friends during his stream. But as enough time passed, he eventually turned his stream off, basically making it a private call between him and this minor. Nova's friend eventually took issue with this, and this is how she recalls it going.
He invited his friend, right? He invited his friend, and then halfway through he stopped streaming, and it was me, him, and his friend. And then his friend goes, "You sound kind of young. Nova, how old is she?" And he goes, "I don't know." And he goes, "How old are you?" And I said, "I'm 15." And he goes, "Whoa, Nova, she's 15." And he goes, "Damn it." He screams, "Damn it." Right.
Unsurprisingly, he had somewhat spurious motivations from the get-go. Although he never said anything outright sexual that we know of to this girl, he did convince her to tolerate him pretending to be on voice chats.
Join the server, man.
Suck out.
Himself in baby mode and
You suck out. Join the server.
You're a batty boy, bro. I don't be friend. I'm not friends with batty.
Much worse given Nova's
Shut the fuck up and
reputation.
join the
To
server,
me,
man.
this reads as Nova wanting to talk to
Fuck
someone.
off in it, join in it.
Please, man, I'm in the middle of a game.
I'll kill myself, fat bastard.
Interest shortly thereafter. His real motivation in all of this. If he was allowed to talk to people all day about diapers and whatever else, I really doubt we would hear about his depression very often. But despite these people being somewhat decent sources on how Nova truly is when the TikToks aren't being recorded, these are girls. And Nova is known for behaving quite differently towards girls than he does with men. We also have testimony from a former coworker of his, who, despite having a pretty superficial relationship with him, managed to offer up some interesting nuggets of info. For example, this person claims that, contrary to Nova's constant pity party about how no place wants to hire him, at least in the case of the establishment they both used to work at, Nova wasn't actually fired. But instead, he voluntarily resigned. Nova supposedly quit his job because, in his own words, he was making enough money from selling cameos, and he lived with his mom anyway, so he wasn't in need of money. Not only is Cameo gonna come up again later, but it's actually come up before as a major issue for Nova. Cameo is one of the easiest ways to capitalize on having online clout. Basically, it's a website where you pay a few dollars for a celebrity to record a short video message for you. It sounds pretty easy, but Nova also managed to screw this up. When a TikToker ordered his services, Nova recorded a shout-out video where he doesn't once name the person he's shouting out. This obviously renders the Cameo completely pointless, as he could send that same exact video to literally anybody. When he deservedly got a 1-star rating, he contacted the TikToker on Discord, begging her to change her rating, and even offering to record another video. Unfortunately, he never recorded that other video. It just goes to show how lazy and incompetent this guy truly is. With this much of a non-existent work ethic, there is no chance he could ever stop working in just cameos. Another thing Nova's coworker says is that his roommate claims to have witnessed Nova wearing diapers. Only now have I really considered the logistics of Nova, a wet diaper enthusiast, working at fast food establishments. How would you feel if a greasy-haired, unbathed, bed-bug-ridden, wet diaper-wearing Nova online served you your food? Or even worse, what if he was the one cooking it? He's practically a walking OSHA violation. I actually don't know how he gets hired in the first place. Unfortunately, the coworker didn't have much to offer besides that, as they didn't spend much time together. But that to me is also notable, because when girls give testimony of their experiences with Nova, they always report him trying to get as close to them as possible. But when it's just a dude, it's like he makes no effort whatsoever to try and establish a relationship. While the information these two brought forward is pretty interesting, it totally pales in comparison to other developments.
Oh, brother, loud, man. I'm trying to play a game.
No, join the private server one more time.
Loud, man. Bro, you have your phone. You have your phone for a reason to small.
Yeah, but I'm only signed in on the account that I'm trying to sign into.
In March 2023,
I know that, man. Just sign out.
This random.
Please, man. One time minute.
I'll give you 5 minutes.
No. Hurry up.
I've fallen into my own bubble, and I'm not going to put up with any more of this. I'm done.
To the people watching at the time, it was really hard to make out what Nova was even trying to convey. And when he came back, he stayed mostly quiet and turned his face cam off, until he half-heartedly explained what caused the meltdown.
If you've seen the Discord, you'll know what happened with me and my uncle again. We got into another argument. It was for a bullshit reason, too. I forgot plans that we had made for Friday, and I had scheduled something else. Then he got angry at me because I forgot.
With online trolls, no matter how aggressive and disruptive he could be, Nova for the most part would just respond by becoming despondent and feigning depression. Uncle Drew, on the other hand, was the one person that made him completely drop the act and go nuts.
I'm done. I'm done.
It's the unk factor that no one takes into account.
Fuck off.
Big You Can Do It sale is now on, with loads of unmissable spring deals, like 20% off outdoor plants in store. So you can save big on a garden bursting with colour. Ends Bank Holiday Monday. You can do it when you B&Q it.
Do you know that if you enter your name and a few small details into this website, it brings up all your previous car finance agreements on screen and lets you know which one you could be owed a refund on? The free check that I've attached to the video will find all your old finance agreements you had between 2007 and 2021 and help you submit a claim for a refund. Don't miss out on your chance to get potentially £1,846 and use the free 60-second online check.
Eventually, Bloodspeth managed to contact him and get some information directly from Uncle Drew. Nova was sheltered, only child, growing up afraid of everything. The relationship between us was good. I'm the only one to spend time with him, learning how to fish, work on cars. Grandma got him gardening. His mother and father got him into the computer as a way to babysit him so they didn't have to. If you take away his internet access, he has classic withdrawal fits. Screaming. Just going off like any spoiled single kid. He's awkward, shy, and afraid of his own shadow. It's TikTok that told him who he can be and that he can do what he wants. There is no right and wrong to him. Only what TikTok says. His own words. While these are interesting and definitely shine some light on the true character of Nova, according to Drew, Nova lied about what they had argued about. When he was asked about when their argument started, Uncle Drew replied saying he found out Nova had been lying to him about 2.5 years prior, but he was unwilling to say what Nova was actually lying about. There was no argument. There was him crossing a line. I put him on the spot over it, and it eventually led to me turning my back on him. It was him going on TikTok, saying false things, and acting like a pervert. That was the final straw. He needs to be under a doctor's care because he has issues, obviously. And if he's being a perv online, how long before he eventually acts on it? He's already been kicked out of the church and cost my sister her position because of his sexually inappropriate questions and his TikTok videos. Honestly, if I ever caught anyone harming a child, I would be hard-pressed to not put a bullet in someone for such crimes. I've made it clear to his TikTok friends threatening me that I'm always armed, and Nova knows this. Bloodspeth then asked Uncle Drew if Nova's TikTok followers had been harassing him, and Drew confirmed, adding that they had also been targeting his sisters, meaning Nova's mom and his aunts. The interview then comes to a halt, as Drew says he's in the hospital and is on medication and would rather not say anything else. It seems he was the only person in real life who was truly alarmed by the absolute degeneracy Nova was getting up to. And that's probably why Nova hated him so much. He was the one man unwilling to enable or tolerate his disgusting lifestyle, unlike the people who had joined Nova's Discord servers. A few months later, Uncle Drew was sent the pictures which had leaked of Nova wearing a onesie and sucking on a pacifier. In response, he asks whoever sent him this stuff to report it to the local sheriff. I'm 18 months in the hospital, so he knows I can't come slap the crap out of him, so please call an officer. Most of this I had no knowledge of, and if my brother were alive, he would have been on top of it and made his life miserable. His mom is a I don't see it so it doesn't happen type. My respect for her is less than zero.
Tell you one thing, I'm not ashamed to say it. My estimation of Nova Online as a man
His phone plummeted.
She's not answering my calls or messages, so again, she don't see it. A useless parent. She also lives on the internet, so good luck. Personally, I'd give him a good old-fashioned trip out behind the garage and bust his ass until he never wanted to see a computer or iPhone ever. We tried, but Nova has irresponsible parents undoing everything positive by not backing us up. And now there's nothing I can do to prevent it. I'm the only person that he had a healthy respect for. He learned the hard way when he said I wouldn't do anything right before he hit the floor. And I offered him the ability to get up and challenge me again. If I had my leg and the injuries healed up, I'd show up, let myself in, and pop him in his head and wait for law enforcement. And we would pull up his stuff and
you finished your gay-ass game now?
do what they can. Now, despite Nova's behavior, I do want to say that a personal uncle vigilante moment is not something that I endorse or support in any way. I do not think that any physical violence is a good idea in any form whatsoever. If any action should be taken by anyone,
you want to do the server?
in these scenarios. I doubt that's going to happen either way, but no one should be busting anyone's lips open over this stuff. Regardless, Drew does allege several things here. Nova's father had passed away, and his mom was the primary enabler, actively ignoring and pushing away anyone who will question her son's activities.
Sadly, do you want me to join the server?
After these messages,
Yes.
Uncle Drew passed
Are you
away,
sure?
presumably due to whatever caused
Yes, they
him to
can
be
join it.
hospital for 18 months. It's worth noting that in his obituary, it said that he spent his life working in special needs care. To me, this is interesting because when it comes to discussing widely hated internet figures, sometimes people will bring up that they're disabled in some way as
Hey, brother, I joined the public server.
they've done, or at least excuse
good boy, you can leave now.
the consequences of their actions. If I am to believe this
Suck your mum,
obituary,
bro.
Uncle Drew spent his life
You suck
working
your
with
mum,
people
kid.
who were actually disabled. So
Suck
at
your
least
mum,
in
like, leave
theory,
now.
he knew the difference between someone who was genuinely special needs and someone
the
like
fuck
Nova,
out
who
my
takes
face.
advantage of everyone's tolerance to do
You're
whatever
a
he
pussy, bro.
pleases. Ultimately,
Crazy
all I
shit.
can say to Uncle Drew is rest in peace. If his account is true and righteous, then if it weren't for him and Nova's dad when he was still alive, who knows how bad things could have gotten before anyone else intervened. Especially given the fact
Why
that
are you
Nova
taking that?
avoided his entire
Easy.
downfall by simply purchasing one of my hats. This beanie is available only at turkeytom.shop. It's useful for any event, okay? You can wear it with a suit, you can wear it to the mall, you can wear it on a live stream, you can wear it to a crime scene. And this is not some lowbrow, cringy YouTuber clothing, okay? This is actually high quality stuff. It's good, it's epic. Everyone loves it. As you can see, the design here has a monkey on it because I like monkeys. And by purchasing this clothing, you are directly supporting the channel and all of its endeavors. And it
Well,
means
my name is a monkey, bro.
every single thing I have said, am saying now, or will say in the
Name
future.
is a
But if there's one
monkey,
person's
bro.
actions you wouldn't want to personally endorse, it's
Your
Nova.
dad's a monkey as
It's
well.
hard to tell when exactly Gabe's unique
Yeah, I'm
urges
a monkey,
began
bro.
to show in real life, but we can actually figure out when they began manifesting online. KF user Osama bin Laden, I assume not the real one, but you never really know these days, managed to find Nova's old Quora account under the name Nick Nyadine. We know that this alias is him because it also shows up in the descriptions of a YouTube channel with a lot of videos that clearly show a much younger Nova, as well as a Twitter account that's tied to him.
I would just like to say thank you. Again. I'm gonna go 100 feet from it, then we get into the car trick shots.
It's pretty shocking to see Nova before the greasy hair and the Discord mod physiognomy overtook him. It's even more shocking to see that 10 years ago, he was already making the same exact kind of content he still makes today, recording himself on an iPhone opening Pokemon cards. To this day, he still opens random trinkets, toys, water bottles, whatever his fascination of the week is, he opens them on TikTok. Also, another side note, his introduction here is clearly him imitating Jacksepticeye, who Nova was probably watching a lot at that time.
Hello, ladies. My name's Signora, and finally I can post real videos to my new LG style phone. So today I have an amazing video for you today. Merry Christmas to all. So I'm going to be showing you Pokemon figures I got for Christmas.
This is also reflected in his early YouTube content. Based on this, it seems his original intent was to make an honest-to-God gaming channel and have that succeed.
What's going on YouTube? It is the phenomenal 99123 coming back at you with an update video today. And first of all, I'd just like to say my channel is ultimately dead. But that might all change.
You can criticize Let's Players all you want, but those guys do have to work to make their channels succeed. Especially people like Jacksepticeye or Markiplier, who have managed to maintain audiences over the course of the last decade and a half. Nova, meanwhile, gave up on trying before he even had a half-decent microphone. He grew impatient with his lack of success, and ultimately, when he finally blew up, for less than stellar reasons, he let the entire thing consume him, rather than trying to make something people actually cared about unironically.
Today, we're gonna break down and finally do it. Guys, we are finishing our 100 fishing challenge.
It's really weird for me to see these old videos of Nova as someone who's made a few videos about him already, because you can clearly see that in another timeline, he could have grown up to be a normal person, but something went terribly wrong along the line, and now we're stuck in the bad ending. Based on Osama's findings, the final crack that sent Nova barreling down the black hole he currently finds himself in took place in 2021, as that's when he began following the teens in diapers topic on Quora. Right around the same time, on Nova's Instagram, he was saying that he had been having mental breakdowns, describing them as pounding headaches. Hold on. You're telling me that Nova is suffering from sudden physical symptoms caused by his mental problems, he has mommy issues, and he's overweight and greasy? This is ringing a bell. It's good to be in something from the ground floor. One of Nova's posts on Quora was a reply to a thread someone else made. This person was asking if they should be worried that their 17-year-old daughter is age regressing, to which Nova said this: "You should not be worried at all. She might be dealing with mental issues like I have recently. I'm also 17, and your daughter might be a part of the Age-Re community, which is a community of teens and younger adults who regress voluntarily or involuntarily. There are different stages of regression: infants, toddler, and kid. It seems like your daughter is at stage 1 regression, which is the kid stage. Don't be ashamed if she goes into the toddler stage either. They use sippy cups and pacifiers. I use them as well if I age regress as well." So at 17 years old, he was already using pacifiers and sippy cups. Parents are usually worried about catching their kids doing drugs or drinking. But imagine if you check your son's bedroom one day and you find binkies and diapers. All of the stuff Nova eventually got in trouble for doing were things that had been brewing for years up until they blew over. And as his former Discord friend showed, even after being exposed, he continued looking for minors to get in contact with. As commentary channels ramped up their attacks on him as a consequence of new information coming out, Nova began watermarking all of his videos, not just visually, but also in audio form.
And I think I'm gonna go with the Pepsi Wild Cherry Zero Sugar. Exclusive. So let's go ahead and pour about half of this water bottle into the soda stream.
This was just one of several defensive strategies Nova concocted to prevent people from making fun of him. For example, if you go check his TikTok, you can notice that he records a lot of his videos in an indistinct location outside of his house, or he uses a green screen filter to cut out the background. If you're wondering why this is, it's because of the Horde.
But Turkey Tom, what is the Horde?
You see, the Horde is an eldritch being distributed between Nova's bedroom, living room, and kitchen. It's rarely seen due to the fact that Nova is self-aware enough to know that people will point it out, but not self-aware enough to actually do something like clean it up. Its body is composed of a wide variety of empty frozen pizza boxes, cereal boxes, food packages, trash, actual uneaten food. It will continue to slowly increase in size until it consumes itself.
Bro.
Ready for outdoor adventures with Smith's Toy Superstores. Bounce into action on the Thorpe Sports 10-foot trampoline and floater. Kids will love splashing with the stepped table. Cool off fast with the 9-foot folding pool. No nothing with a quick setup. Race down the 10-foot wavy slide for hours of fun. Shop the outdoor range in-store and online today.
It's more debate, man. It's more debate, man. It's more debate, boy. It's more debate, boy. Osman, how gay are you? What? Jeremy question, how gay are you? 1 out of 10.
Yeah, then you're on me in it.
Stop chatting about what I mean, man. You're actually pissing me off now.
Scared, then you're on me in it.
Yes. You wanna keep doing that? Yes. I'll kill you and you're me, bro. You don't know who I am, Osman. You don't know fuck. Finish it off, yeah? Finish it off, pussy. That's what I thought. You're a little bitch, bro. You're my bitch.
You're a little
Osman,
prick.
Osman Ali, you're my bitch. You're my bitch. You're my bitch. You're my bitch.
Shit, man.
Huh?
Oh, then you arm me up in front of you and you didn't do shit. That's how you know you're my bitch.
Shout out to Fawn Ali, man. He just killed 10 people. Shout out to Fawn Ali.
Your boy, Nanny. Bro, you give me some fighting on the lava Dorito, you prick. Bro, ask game, man. It's a fight, isn't it? Prick. Second L, you've hit me, man. Yo. I don't give a fuck. Hello, please. Or pick it up. Hello. Hello. Fuck me.
I somehow see what's beautiful.
Once for the last open right the boat.
One in the hole.
6, is this 6? The worker comes out, he's like, dude, anybody already said? I kind of like waved it off, and like, yeah. Like, yo, man, you. A lot of people tell me, talk about UFC, I look like Max Holloway, you know, the champ guy? And then he's like, wait, he does this. Never told him? No, I won't. The worker comes out, he's like, dude,